For decades, one of the biggest frustration for immigrants in the United States has been the green card backlog. Thousands of highly skilled professionals have done everything the system asked them to do. They studied, they worked, they paid all the taxes, followed every immigration rule, renewed their visa again and again, and continued contributing to the American economy. Yet, for many, permanent residency still feels painfully out of reach. Now, a new proposal in the US Senate is kind of trying to change the entire conversation. California Senator Alex Padilla, along with Senator Dick Durbin, they have reintroduced legislation that could modernize one of the oldest provisions of American immigration law. The proposal focuses on something called Registry provision under the Immigration and Nationality Act. So right now, the law says that only people who have continuously lived in the US since January 1st, 1972 may qualify for the permanent residency under this pathway. Think about that for a moment. The qualifying date has not changed in decades. As a result, the provision has become almost impossible for most migrants to use it. The new proposal wants to replace that outdated cutoff with a rolling 7 years residency requirement. In simple words, instead of relying on a fixed date from 1970s, eligibility would gradually move forward over time. Anyone who has continuously lived in the US for at least 7 years, maintained a clean record, and met other legal requirements could potentially qualify under this updated framework. Well, supporters believe that this could provide hope to millions of migrants who have spent years building their lives in the US. In the meantime, for the Indian diaspora, this proposal has attracted particular attention because many highly skilled professionals, they remain stuck in employment-based green card backlogs. Some families have waited for years. Children have grown up in US only to face uncertainty about their own immigration future. Many professionals continue renewing temporary visas while waiting for permanent residency. Now, naturally, this proposal has generated excitement, but there's an important reality check. At this particular moment, it is still a proposed bill. It has not become a law. Before any of these changes can take place, the legislation must move through Congress, secure enough political support, and complete the full legislative process. In other words, nothing changes overnight, right? But still, the introduction of this particular bill, it sends an important signal. Immigration reforms remains part of the national conversation, and lawmakers continue looking for ways to address long-standing problems in the entire system. Well, for millions of immigrants, hope often begins with the proposal. Whether that proposal eventually becomes law, it is a question only time and Congress will answer.